At least 3 members of the Saudi hit squad convicted of murdering journalist Jamal Khashoggi are living in 7-star villas in the Saudi Arabian capital, an intelligence source claims. The source, who is connected to senior members of Saudi intelligence, spoke to 2 witnesses who claimed to have seen the men in question. Speaking to The Guardian, the source said that the men were being housed in a government-run facility in Riyadh, and that family members of the men are frequently seen visiting the compound. The 3 men allegedly spotted inside the luxurious facility are forensic scientists Salah Al-Tabaji, Muzafa Al-Madani, who is alleged to have acted as a body double for Khashoggi to create the impression he left the Saudi consulate, and Mansour Abu Hussein, who is accused of leading the assassination of Khashoggi. Only Al-Tabaji was named when the men were sentenced before a Saudi court in 2019, during which 3 defendants were acquitted, 5 were sentenced to prison terms and a further 5 were sentenced to death. However, the 5 sentenced to death were later pardoned in 2020 by Khashoggi's children. The 2 witnesses claim to have been allowed access to the compound on more than one occasion during the last 2 years, and they spotted the 3 men at the end of 2019 and middle of 2020 relaxing and living normal lives. It comes after earlier this year, when a Saudi man wrongly arrested in France over the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi has said he felt like he was in a zoo during his detention. Khalid Al-Taibi, looking tired and pale and wearing a black sweater and black cap, was arrested at Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport on December 7 before being released a day later. They took me to a room that is all glass and is used for criminals and has surveillance and does not have good ventilation, he told Saudi state-owned Al Ikhbariyya TV. I was trying to sleep all night, but I couldn't because the place was uncomfortable, he added. They were watching me like I was in a zoo. They asked me if I wanted to eat and they gave me water in an unclean cup, he said. Ataibi was the victim of a case of mistaken identity as he shares his name with a man wanted under an international arrest warrant in connection with Khashoggi's killing. The other Ataibi is suspected of being part of the hit squad that carried out the murder at the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in 2018. Khalid Al-Ataibi is a common name in Saudi Arabia. I tried to avoid problems, the released man said of his ordeal. At the beginning they prevented me from talking to the embassy. In the morning an officer came and the communication became better. Then the embassy came with a lawyer and they took me out. Prince Mohammed's international reputation took a major hit from Khashoggi's murder as he seeks to position himself as a champion of modernization and reform. The Crown Prince has said he accepts Saudi Arabia's overall responsibility but denies a personal link with the kingdom, saying it was the work of agents who had gone rogue. A security source in Saudi Arabia has said that the real Taibi was actually in prison in Saudi Arabia, along with all the defendants in the case. Following the incident, a Saudi newspaper called for an apology from the French government. The release of the citizen is not a sufficient step to correct Paris' position, the Riyadh newspaper said in an editorial. The matter requires judicial action to compensate the citizen for the psychological and moral damage he has suffered, it added. Advertisement.